All right, good evening, everyone. I'd like to call to order the Audit and Finance Committee meeting for November 27th, 2023. And we will begin by taking attendance.
Sure, Madam Chairman. Ms. Willingham?
Present.
Peter?
Here.
Bergdorf?
Here.
Clay?
Here.
Grimm?
Here.
Rangers excused this evening. Lakakis? Mayo?
Here.
And Camiso?
Here.
8 present, Madam Chairman.
Okay, very good. We're going to move right along here, and we're going to start.
The first item is authorizing the distribution of mortgage taxes for the period April 1st, 2023 through September 30th, 2023.
So, Madam Chair, this is the standard semi-annual distribution of mortgage taxes. They're basically taken in at the closings. Our Division of Finance holds on to them, and then we get a breakdown from the state semi-annually where we push it back out to the municipalities where the sales occurred.
Very good. If there are no questions?
I'd like to make a motion to move this.
I got a motion from Mr. Peter. I got a second from Mr. Berger. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Unanimous. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Item 2 is adoption of the Albany County budget for fiscal year 2024. This will be by department.
Okay, is everyone ready? Do you have your information in front of you? Is this in order?
Yes.
Okay, good. All right. So we can go to the Sheriff's Department. Is everyone with me? And we're going to start with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The first 6. Does everyone see that? Wait a minute. All right. We have the first 6, and then we have go down to the bottom, 1, 2, the last 6. Okay. Are there any questions? If not, I'd like to have a motion.
I make that motion.
And I'd like to have a second. Okay, I got a motion from Mr. Peter and I got a second from Mr. Clay. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Unanimous. Thank you very much. Okay. All right, now we're at social services. On the line that says medical services therapy. Any questions?
Yeah, I do.
Mr. Grimm?
Yeah, we talked a little bit in our session earlier, that medical services therapy, can you once again explain to me how that money was overestimated, because I believe that's the understanding I have.
So Mr. Roddy's here, why not let him speak?
Okay.
So just so we're clear on that, obviously it's the local share of Medicaid. We've been through that before. So what this was there was a rate change letter that came out from the state that allowed us, basically there's an increase coming that we were allowed the choice of either prepaying it in 2023 or spreading it out in the first quarter of 2024. We opted to prepay it in 2023, thus freeing up some more funds.
All right, so it's not affecting any therapy services for anyone?
No. Those bills will still be fully paid.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Madam Chair, if there are no further questions, I make a motion to move this.
I got a motion from Mr. Peter, I got a second from Mr. Camiso. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Unanimous. Thank you very much. Now let us move to economic development. Economic Development Organization A. Is everyone with me? Any questions? Mr. Grimm?
Yes, Madam Chair, thank you. I'd like a clearer idea. We're taking the $400,000 and giving the economic development, is that basically it?
Yeah, so originally the county executive's office had proposed a $400,000 funding of the alliance. This is a legislative match of the same dollar amount, similar to what was done last year.
If it was so critical, why wasn't it proposed in the budget?
Because that was the executive's budget, and this is a legislative proposal to match that.
I mean, in other words, you were not aware of the $400,000 in the medical services therapy?
Well, there was discussions on it, but it hadn't been finalized at that point.
All right, so, okay, I just, could you be clear about where that money's going to be spent in the economic department, that $400,000?
It's operational.
Yeah, it's operational funding for the alliance.
Which means what?
Staffing, rent, office expenses, things along those lines.
Okay. I mean, I'd like to see a little more clear outline where that money is being spent. That seems to be a big chunk of money for what is kind of a vague description. Thank you.
You're welcome. Mr.
Just
Bergeron.
like, I'm going to support this, but, you know, when we talk, and I have tremendous confidence in Kevin O'Connor, but, you know, we're kind of looking at this from a piecemeal point of view. County executive determined a need, put in $400,000. There's all sorts of extra money for economic development programs in the economic development line. And now, at the 11th hour, because a Medicaid line was running over estimate, we decided rather than ultimately return that to the fund balance, we were going to put it into economic development. I'd like to know, and I think the committee would like to know, how will that be used to enhance economic development? Is it staff, is it recruiting businesses, what?
Let me have Kevin put something together and we'll send it out to both town offices.
I think that's wonderful.
Yep.
If there are no further
I
questions,
make that motion, Madam Chair.
I got a motion from Mr. Peter, I got a second from Ms. Lakakis. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Madam Chair?
Unanimous. Yes.
I'm opposed, and I think a better use of that money would be to go into our reserve fund, which we're dipping into this year. You know, this afternoon, I was curious, I went back over the last 3 budgets, and we did not dip into a reserve fund during the installations. And we are, so, I just think the better use of that money would be into our reserve fund and not adding it on the economic development, which we've supported quite well.
Just have one.
Explain my note. Thank you.
Okay, duly noted. Thank you. All right, we have one opposed. All right, now we can move on to the legislature. Okay, and that will be, if we go to, I'm gonna start at 1010 and then 110 right here, and that is the Director of Operations. That's the first one. And then underneath that, Senior Policy Analyst, Minorities. And then underneath that, Administrative Aide, Chair. And then underneath that, Executive Assistant for Legislative Operations, Chair. Are there any questions? So, wait a minute, just trying to make sure. I think I got everything out of this. There are no, yes?
Just to note, I had asked at our last meeting that maybe we reconsider our only raises for 3, 3, 3, and 3. I see that was not the case. I'm not really opposed to legislative budget. Toto, I think that would be unfair, but I sort of want to register my objection for us voting ourselves more money than the rank and file gets over their 4 years. So there are 3, 3, 3, and 3, and that goes the same for the countywide electeds. I love them all. I just think it's not a good look for elected officials to vote themselves more than their CSEA folks. So that was just an explanation. Similar to what I gave last time, but I'm not going to oppose the legislative budget.
Madam Chair, I make a motion if there are no further questions.
Yeah, if I would, again, I'm adamantly opposed to the upfront 12% raises, be it county electeds or be it county legislature. I'm adamantly opposed to it, and I'm voting no on this bill.
Thank you. All right, I got a motion from Mr. Peter. I need a second.
Second.
I got a second from Mr. Camiso. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. I think we only see one opposed. Okay, very good. All right. And, okay, so now. Okay, so now we are at, on the revenue, and we are at the very last, well, pretty much the very last line. And it's appropriated reserves. Can everyone see that? Are there any questions on this? Has everybody had a chance to look at it?
Madam Chair, if there's no questions or objections, I'd make a motion to move this.
Okay, I have a motion. I got a second from Mr. Clay. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Unanimous. I just want to note the Ray Joyce is one of our members. He is present. Okay. Okay. Now, next on the agenda is number 2. All right.
Adoption of the Albany County budget for fiscal year 2024. This will be just moving the entirety of it out to the ledge.
Madam Chair,
Yes.
if there are no questions on that, I make a motion to move that.
Okay, I got a motion.
Second.
And I got a second. I got a motion from Mr. Peter. I got a second from Ms. Lukakis. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Unanimous. Okay.
And then item 3 is appropriation of amounts contained in the 2024 Albany County budget.
Okay, and I just want to make note too that we have our minority leader here, Frank Moriello, and the chair of the legislature, Andrew Joyce, present. Okay. Now, it's the appropriation of.
Yep, just send it to the legislature.
Okay. So, I need a motion and I need a second.
Make that motion, Madam Chair.
I got a motion from Mr. Peter. I got a second from Mr. Mayo. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Unanimous. Motion to adjourn.
Motion, Madam Chair.
Second.